I just on to let you know, friends. I'm out and about trying to help out with a few food parcels and things like that. Getting a few medical supplies out to the elderly and the vulnerable, my old friends that need it. So we've been doing that from the start, from the very first lockdown last year, and we'll continue to do it. So that's where we're out tonight, and it's a bad old horrible night. It's lashing out of the heavens, and it's oh, good evening, Gerard. Or Susan, sorry, good evening, Susan Lennon. How are you doing? There's Fakra. There's Gerard Hughes. Good evening to you. Fakra Razor, no bother. How's Susan doing? Hope you're doing well. There's CJ. Hello, CJ. How are you? Horrible night, Susan. That's why I've got the wax coat on, the barber, and we're just out getting a few bits and pieces for. I got a few phone calls earlier on there, and I had to go to the chemist. It isn't raining here. Well, it's raining heavy here in Uri, let me tell you. Well for you. Let me see now. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just out and about getting a few things sorted for my old friends, and last night on the Facebook page there was somebody posted up a photograph of a gentleman outside, sleeping outside the cathedral, and then somebody asked, could they... Oh, you're very welcome, Susan. Susan, I could not sit in the house after seeing that. I just couldn't sit in the house. And I thought to myself, it's only up the town. So that's what I've done. I put together a small food parcel, went up, talked to him, and you know something? He was an absolute lovely, lovely gentleman with a good conversation, and then somebody shouted Razor behind me, and it was Ernie Campbell, believe it or not. So well done, Ernie. And Ernie's actually looking after this man too. Ernie got him a tent and a sleeping bag, and he knows his name. So there you go. That's what I done last night. And will I tell you, it doesn't matter who it is, where the person's from, what religion they are, and put it on Facebook. And he was actually concerned about that. He just says that's I hope my face isn't visible. He says, because I would be a bit concerned for some of my relatives being annoyed. So we are all human, yes indeed, and you know what I mean. At the end of the day, it was great to see Ernie Campbell there. Absolutely great to see him, and what a good conversation. All socially distant as well. So we've done the thing right. And Ernie had given him a food parcel as well. And you know something? He actually said to me, I can't believe the generosity of the people of Newry. And I said to him, well, you know, would you like to thank them? He says, if you could thank them for me. So there you go. An absolute gentleman of the highest calibre. And he's on the streets through no fault of his own. And, you know, I told him if ever he needs me, he could look me up and give him my details and that. So that's all you can do, friends. And he was absolutely delighted, and he gave me a big smile, and he says, no mate, I've got everything that I need. I have it here. So it just shows you he's not a material guy. You know the way some people say, I want this, I want that. No, such a humble gentleman. He says, no, I've got everything I need right here. So there you go. Fakra, I've never seen a real homeless man in Uri. There are lots of fakes. I give a tenner to a woman sitting outside Spar, and she pulled out a phone of a Gucci handbag. Oh my word, that is awful. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, there is fake people out there, but you know genuine people when you see them. You know they're genuine when they're lying in a sleeping bag and they've got you end up, you know. Faker, thank you for that. That's very kind of you too. That's very, very kind of you. Yeah. And you know, there is an old saying out there that I think we're only, is it 2 pay packets away from being homeless ourselves. So just think about that. So that, you know, I'll tell you what it is. The homeless man, do you know something? He enjoyed the conversation. That's all he wanted, a bit of conversation. He said he is warm, cosy. So be thankful for what you have, dear friends. All our wonderful friends. And we're going to give a few shout outs now. We're going to give a few shout outs. Little Charlie McAteer, a big shout out to you. Ronan Goodwin, our little pal. Ronan. Never take anything for granted. It could happen to anybody. Susan, absolutely. See, 19 deaths today on 1,625 cases. Well, there you go. That speaks volumes. Thanks for that, Gerard and Susan. We'll see. Just get this supported 1 second. So I'm just out of the shop and I have my own hand sanitizer. See that? So please don't drop your guard, friends. Please don't drop your guard. And, you know, hello, sir, to you, indeed. And deepest condolences to the Matthews family. You know, on poor Jim was buried today. A lifelong friend of mine, buried today. Died of COVID-19. Big, strong fella. Bless him. So there you go. So, who else? Miles Campbell, young Miles. We'll have to give Miles a shout out. And all our young people need a good bit of support at this minute too. So we're thinking of them. So keep yourselves all safe and well, please, and keep your hands sanitised. And as you can see, I have the face covering on, ready to go. So as I said, I'm just out of one shop. I have to go to another. Did you see the news today? Not really, Gerard. I missed the news. I've been very busy all day in the background. And it's great to see my friend Ned McArdle today, Aidan Mac. Met him on the street today. Great. Also, Peter Quigley, big shout out to him. So there's some good people I met out and about today. Always is a pleasure to meet all our old friends. Socially distant at that, you know, standing more than 2 meters away and having a good laugh. Yes, and a good walk on the towpath today as well. So there you go. Well, tell you what, friends, we're going to round it up early this evening because I'm going to. I want to try and get home in time for our Facebook live as well at 8:30. And we'll see you soon. We'll be on Instagram hopefully. If we can get home in time, we'll be on Instagram at 8:15. And if not, we will. We'll definitely be on Facebook at 8:30. So thanks again. Indeed, Susan, we'll see you around there. You keep safe too, my long-term friend. Now, we'll see you all soon, friends. So you know it's coming a big razor, friends. We're out of here.